Hey guys, it's Mornings with Mo, and we have quite the lineup. And I added another one because in the history of douches and douchettes that need a little bit of comeuppance, apparently we have El Ducho husband and El Ducho mistress. Apparently the douche husband and mistress have been tracked down, and apparently she says that she has done nothing wrong. This is the kissing cop. We have found the wife. The wife apparently found out of the 2-year long affair of her police officer husband from the viral video. You are welcome, Rabbit. I just kind of wanted look, as a I know I'm not a real YouTuber. I'm too hype I'm too pathologically quite on time or anxious about being early. So I am not a real YouTuber. But yes, thank you for if you guys liked the Gold Star Father. I just yesterday when I was having a my leg was being a total butt munch. I saw that and I might go ahead and put up the rest of the family's speeches because they deserve all the reach, and I'm a small YouTube, but if I can get more out there and as a family member with all the veterans, like, I am the only one who flunked out of basic. It is my claim to fame in my family. But this is Morning Shenanigans with Mo. So, wife of Maryland cop with another woman in now viral videos, tells his mistress to rot in hell. Um, yeah, and we will have the response, article where apparently this woman is, just as classy as you would expect for having a tryst in the back of a cop car in a high school parking lot. If you can imagine, she seems like a real class act. The wife of Maryland cop caught on a viral video kissing and sporking, let's be honest. I don't think they stuck to, first and second base on the back of that cop car. I'm just guessing. Good morning, reindeer and Dennis and Rabbit. Uh, let's see. Sparked a war of words with his mistress. I'm gonna call her a side piece Wednesday, telling her to rot in hell, bitch. There's goes my husband with his mistress. Paula Marlette wrote on Facebook alongside the 47-second clip of her now suspended cop husband, Francisco Marlette, in a compromising position with another woman. Side chick. Suspect. Sus chick. Quote, "I'm not doing okay. It constantly pops up in my effing newsfeed, and I constantly rewatch it over and over again. I feel so terrible for this woman." I mean, it's one thing to know that your husband's stepping out on you, but to have it be viral and just have it pop up at the most random times, and I'm sure, people are sending it to her thinking, "Hey, I saw your husband," and, trying to be nice about it, like, being helpful, like, "Look, I saw your husband stepping out and being a douche, but she's done seen it, people. She done knows, okay?" So, hopefully, now that they've seen the New York Post, they will not send it to her no more. Let's hope. Unless they have drawn, like, devil ears or an extra front butt on this woman, giving her a whole fupa. I mean, make this woman look like a furry. Send her all the ugly photoshops, 'cause that would ease my heart if I were this woman. I mean, she said of the viral video, which made rounds on TikTok, Instagram on Monday, quote, "This is a very tough time for me and my kids." I mean, and there's kids in this. What for the dude, sir, you better get the heck out of here because there's a line of angry women that wanna use a little bit of a pimp hand on you, okay? Paula wrote early Wednesday of the embarrassing, painful experience. "Yes, I know what's been going on," she said, publicly naming the woman filmed with her husband as Virginia. You would never have virgin in your name. Be cheating with another man. That's like the only thing worse is if her name had been Chastity. Good morning, Jamie. Her name should have been damn Chastity. Pinto. Virginia's husband left her ass a long time ago because she cheated, so she and my husband decided to do this behind my back for years. Oops. Y'all don't play with a wife who knows how to Facebook kung fu. Do we need to get this woman in touch with Farrell? Because Farrell will wreck your ass. Farrell, find this woman. Find this woman and help this woman out. We will find some stuff out about Virginia, allegedly in Minecraft, Tetris, and Centipede, okay? I love you all, except for you, Virginia, you can run now, B word. Dude, and you did it in a high school parking lot with children around. Pinto soon hit back, accusing the scorned wife of not saying the whole story. Ma'am, you are stepping out with a married man. There is not a whole story. Not that I owe anyone an explanation. This girl has been cheating on her husband for a while now herself, she claimed without offering proof. Oh, no. No, no. I've done nothing wrong. Please don't be mad at me because your husband wants me. Oh. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. This will not end well for her. Ma'am, as a representative of all married women, uh, this is not an argument that's going to win for you, but, let's continue. L This is a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how this is gonna play out for her. The salacious clip shows Francisco in Prince George's County Police Department uniform with his arms around a woman. We're calling that a dress. That is a T-shirt that doesn't cover even 1/4 of her butt cheek. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna read her article because. Yeah, apparently it was a high school adjacent to a parking lot, and you can hear little kids, and little kids even run through. I mean, it's not like apparently, according to Old Line Red, who lives in this particular vicinity, there are wooded areas. I know, I think she shops at the same general vicinity where the Purse House witness was, in fact, shopping. Yeah, just just all the classy, like, "Don't be mad at me because I'm bootiful." Okay, Shanae, like, do y'all we remember Martin, right? Wasn't that the classic Shanae, like, "Don't be mad at me because Martin loves me," you know? Come on now. This what why? No, ma'am. The and this woman is beautiful. You would cheat on your husband or on your wife. This woman I would never in my life. Okay, Francisco, okay, we all know that she's grabbing the booty, or he's grabbing the booty, and this is what the woman or his wife said. "Thank you, everyone. Yes, this is a very tough time for me and my kids. As embarrassing and painful as this is, please check in on us. We need the support, the love, and most of all, the respect from the community and our families. Yes, I know what's been going on. No, I'm not updating anyone on this situation after today. Virginia's husband left her ass a long time ago because she cheated. So she and my husband decided to do this behind my back for years. I'm not seeking anyone else's input. I don't need anyone else's opinion. My life is my life. I will make decisions according. She meant to say accordingly. Love you all except for you. And y'all know how she. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, he was checking to make sure she didn't have any weapon. Yeah. So it went from friendly to romantic real fast, witness Carlos, 22, told Jam Pressed. I was disappointed by the attention because if regular citizen does something like this, they would have been arrested. It's power abuse, and he didn't care to even look if anyone was looking, he continued. I felt very uncomfortable explaining to my nephew why is she getting in the back seat with him if she hasn't done a crime. Oh my god. I can just see my youngest, most feral being like, "Is she arrested?" And he would be loud. Like, and then, "Why is that car rocking? Are they wrestling?" Because my boys have never even been in the zip code of having an inside voice. Just not one ever. Just never. Since the video went public, Marlette has been suspended pending an investigation, the Prince George's County Police Department said Tuesday. The department explained it was previously aware of the footage and looking into the circumstances. Again, it's not like a whodunit. We know they done it in the back seat. It's not like we've got to go look for clues. The clues are in the back seat. I don't think we need to do DNA swabs, or at least I hope they used a Clorox wipe. I mean, I'm more interested in Francisco Marlett being previously suspended in 2016 when he was indicted for second-degree child abuse. So, that's what I'm more worried about. Again, when he was, watching his girlfriend's child when she cooked dinner, allegedly spanked the boy until he hit his head and lost consciousness as a punishment for bedwetting. So, that's what I'm more interested in. Yeah, him getting a little bit of slap and tickle in the back of a police department car is gross, and he shouldn't be a cop. But how in the hell is this man still a police officer? Are we that hard up for cops? Because well, I don't wanna be a cop, but I do, and I have a taser. Look, I am not a good person for authority. I would be telling everyone, like, "Get the hell out of my way. I'm scanning my stuff through." Like I said, I'm not a good one. I'd be like, "Supreme Court judge, I need to get all the way through this. I need someone to you know, need someone to scan my booze. I've gotta go straight to the courthouse. Get me that Nancy Pelosi booze line. I'm out." You know? It is not immediately clear if Paula Marlette was the then girlfriend involved in that incident. Angelo Consoli, the Prince George's County Police Union president, told the Washington Post that the union was aware of the investigation. Dear God, if the union saves this man, I will feel bad for having saved or having celebrated Labor Day by being lazy. So, all in all, I probably celebrated Labor Day correctly, but let's see what the mistress had to say, because 'cause I'm sure it was classy since, she is just all of the class. Okay, well, I mean, she just seems like salt of the earth, just all you would do. Mistress filmed kissing married Maryland cop is a mom who alleges the 2-year long fling, "I've done nothing wrong." Well, I mean, it would seem that nothing wrong is what happened, as always. I I listen to the facts. Um, Sal, it's very possible that it is in fact she did.
Como nos gustan los pillos a nosotros.
Yeah, wife is single. I would wait a day. She might just not like anyone with a peen right now. You might get stuck in the crossfire of her man-hating right now. I would wait a week or 2. The Maryland mom filmed making out with a cop in the street before joining him in the backseat of a squad car remains unapologetic about their tryst. Good morning, Indigo, possibly. Same thing. I have never done anything wrong. I am unapologetic too, ma'am. Me 3. Virginia Pinto told the Post that her relationship with now suspended Prince George's County police officer Francisco Marlette, quote, "was not a one-night stand." Oh, well, good. I'm glad that you've been carrying on a long-term affair. Makes me feel so much better. Good thing it wasn't a hookup. Makes me feel so much better. It wasn't just, a tag and bag. It was long-term affair. So much better. That's the main story, that it isn't a little thing, she said, adding, "Of course, since he's a police officer, it looks bad, but I just want people to understand this isn't a one-night stand." Ma'am, I think you're kind of missing the point is that they're mad that he's married. But, thanks for that's like, running over several people and just saying, "Look, I was going 70, not 100. Just wanted you to know that. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Pinto was first identified by Marlette's wife, Paula, who told her to rot in hell, bitch. Woohoo! Uh, I recommend Indiana, as a pass-through state. We have you know what? We have lovely people here. Uh, Now just be prepared that we will say Myers, Kroger's, uh, well, we'll say Walmart. Look, we'll add S's onto things sometimes. Just we are aware that there's only one. We'll just add S's to weird things. Just be aware. And we might bring you over a hot dish, but other than that, we're awesome people. It's the Walmart, the Target, or Target, depending on how bougie you are. When she said "rotten hell B word" in a fiery Facebook post on Wednesday morning, just hours after her husband was suspended from the department, which launched an investigation into his conduct after the video went viral. Despite the publicity from the scandal, Pinto, a proud Army veteran, oh dear Lord, okay, appeared collected and unfazed as she spoke about it. What's so exciting? He's a cop. I'm a civilian. We got caught. It sucked, but this will pass. Ma'am, what I don't think you're not. So, all right, we're going to need to. I see that we're going to need to go full special ed on this one. All right, let me embiggenate myself because we're going to have to go old school. All right, so it's not that he is a cop, okay? That's not the case. Let me get a darker pen so we can work this out. It seems like we need remedial humaning. All right. All right, let's get this down because what we seem to have here is a failure to communicate. Okay, so this is you. Now, you, well, you're not a man as of that I know of. So this is you. Now, this, for the sake of brevity, is your little cop friend. And he can have a dangler because he is a man. Okay, but this would be his wife and then his little chicklets, okay? Maybe one of them is a boy and one of them's a girl. Now, the problem isn't that you are here and he's a cop, okay? That's not the problem. It's that he has these people. That's the problem. See, these people are the family. Okay, that's what people are having a problem with. It's this. So you and him being, a veteran and a cop, not so much the problem. No, no, ma'am. It's this family bit. I'm glad we had this time for remedial humaning. FFS. Oh my God. Now that we've gotten that done, y'all, I had to pull out the mobile whiteboard for this woman. It's gonna make me need Jesus this morning. Well, gotta have something to bring my milk. I don't have a milkshake this morning. I don't have a sup, Lefty. You missed it. I had to pull out the mobile board because, oh, for the love of good Lord. Okay, so Um, apparently this woman doesn't understand that what the people have problems with is it's not that he is a cop and she's a civilian, it's that he's married. I'm living my life. I have children. I'm sure, as you guys know, I have a 15-year-old autistic boy. His father was Caucasian. I guess I have a thing for Caucasians. I don't know how that's a point, but okay. In my head, I've done nothing wrong. I'm going to continue living my life, doing what I'm doing. In my heart, in his heart, I know I've done nothing wrong. He knows, Paula knows I've done nothing wrong. God is my higher power. When contacted, God said he'd like to be left out of this relationship and ask for no further comments. Y'all, I give up. Paula had much stronger words about the situation in a statement to the Washington Post this evening. Oh, shit, oh, no. Okay, so chat, just in a hypothetical, totally in Fortnite, who are we betting on in a no holds barred, MMA style Joe Rogan officiating, SmackDown? Wife or side piece? I'm going wife. Wife has a lot of rage. Side piece might be a veteran, but wife has rage, and I'm going with full on rage and spite. It seems like Virginia has a mouthful to give about me when her husband left her dirty A because she can't stop cheating and inserting herself into other people's business, she texted. My husband used her for smexy times because she was easy. I never put our marriage out there because, like all marriages, we hit a rough patch. We get through everything at the end of the day. In the 47-second video, Pinto and the uniformed Marlette were seen kissing and engaging in some heavy petting next to his squad car as it was parked near a child-filled park on Oxon Hill High School. Well, I I know the wife will take her down, like, it is Joe Rogan's gonna have to get in there and separate her because it will be like, to the death duel, allegedly in Minecraft and Centipede and all those other things I have to say, so nobody gets a crazy idea that I'm promoting anything except for, like, a cage match for some reason. Then they climbed into the back together, where apparently they stay for 40 minutes? What kind of pre-workout is this guy taking? Okay. A second video has also emerged that appeared to show Pinto sneaking into a Prince George's County police cruiser, which appeared to be Marlette's on a separate occasion. Oh, for flip's sake. Well, I'm just saying, I'm a curious, nosy person. If there was a police thing, I'd stay till the end. I'd want to time it. I mean, good God, 40 minutes though. I mean, that must have been a super long cuddle session or cleanup session. I don't know. Let's see here. After Paula called out Pinto for home wrecking on Facebook, the mistress returned fire with a post of her own in which she accused the wife of herself or of cheating herself, but refused to comment further when pressed about the claims Wednesday. I'm not going to tell you that. Come on, I can't tell you. There's no bad guy in all of this. We're all bad guys, I guess. It was Putin. I saw it. I did. Oh my gosh. It's never, it's never I love the internet because, it used to be that you'd have to go to the beauty salon to get all this stuff. Now you know about Lurleen being a tramp just all online, allegedly. From what I read in the reports, allegedly in May, he got suspended for domestic violence. That should prove right there, ding, 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 maybe something's not great in the relationship. Now people will understand. We'll see. No marriage is perfect. He just happens to be a police officer. Marlette was briefly suspended in May. Chimney again, why is this guy still a cop? Like, are they so hard up in Prince George's County that they would hire me with my gimpy leg? Also, could Fry be a canine officer? Can I get him a little hat? and one of those little outfits with the floppy arms that you can put them on, and I'd get him a little billy cub outfit. Okay, I'm having way too much fun imagining Fry in a little outfit with the hands on the front with a little billy club outfit. Let's get back to the story. Prince George's County Internal Affairs Division apparently seems to be asleep on the effing job. Do you have an internal affairs division? Later ruled both of those allegations were unfounded. Good night, nurse. Pinto said those incidents and the current scandals did not get in the way of her feelings for Marlette, but wouldn't speculate about their future together. Of course, there's feelings. I'm not going to hide that. Yeah, there's feelings, but they're in your lady bits. And if they continue to feel like that and they start burning, go get checked out because I don't think he's being faithful to you either. Police acknowledged both videos in an update Wednesday and reiterated that they were investigating. This man should not be a police officer. I know the officer's actions seen on these videos have sparked a range of emotions in the community and put a negative spotlight on this agency and many working women and men who wear our uniform, said Chief Malik Aziz. I expect every officer to conduct themselves in a way that will not dishonor this agency or county. I assure the residents of Prince George's County that I take this matter extremely seriously. Oh, for F's sake, no, you don't. He's still a cop. Stop lying. All right. In our next story, we go to America's Freedom Dong and we find the feds stopping our dear, dear Florida man from using a human sized hamster wheel to cross the Atlantic. Really, it seems like American ingenuity is being stopped at every turn by the damn federal agencies. Who is the federal government to tell Americans that we can't injure and or star in the Darwin Awards by ourselves? Florida man arrested by the Coast Guard for trying to cross the Atlantic in a human-sized hamster wheel. Coast Guard arrested a Florida man after he intercepted his unusual hamster wheel contraption he was allegedly attempting to run to London. I know, it's science, and I mean, look, America was founded on the principle of "F you, let people be as stupid as they want to be, and, let God sort it out." I mean, seriously, this looks completely safe. I'm sure he would have gotten all the way to London. This looks absolutely like it's the this doesn't look unsafe at all. Y'all, I mean, have we seen some we have kids eating Tide Pods and planking on, like, power lines. I'm just saying that maybe alright, so, according to the criminal complaint, 44-year-old Reza Baluchi is facing federal charges after he was rescued 70 miles off of Tybee Island, Georgia, by Coast Guard officials. The marathoner was found on August 26th in his bizarre hamster wheel contraption and asked standard questions. I don't know. I guess there's a law against dumbassery. Yeah, well, I guess you just poo in the ocean. I don't know. I don't know. I saw that one picture of the marathoner that pooed his pants, and I was like, any sport that makes you want to poo your pants is just and run is not a sport for me. Also, run. Based on the condition of the vessel, which was afloat as a result of wiring and buoys, the U.S. Coast Guard officers determined that Belushi was conducting a manifestly unsafe voyage, the criminal complaint says. The manifesting unsafe vessel was a gigantic metal drum with inflatable buoys on each side, paddles that were powered by the runner inside. Well, I mean, I'm sure he would have mathed that out by running. Look, let Forrest Gump run. I would have been behind him screaming, "Go, you know, run, Forrest, run." If I were in charge of the Coast Guard. I mean, look, I'm an ass. I would have been behind him just shouting. If he'd had someone behind him, just being safety precautionary person, I think it would have been okay. But because he was by himself. I'd have like I said, I'd have been okay with it. I'd been like, "Hey, we're here, we're watching him run." I'd have watched it. If I had a boat that was sea vessel worthy, if I had Elon Musk money, I would fund a lot of these dumb ideas just to watch people do them because I'm an ass. But this is why God hasn't given me Elon Musk amount of monies because he knows I would generally encourage people to do dumb stuff. The complaint says that Bellucci was unable to provide officials the required registration for his water. This is America. We don't need registration for a water vessel. The hell is this is not communist China. Why do we need to provide registration to go into our ocean? It's international waters, baby. He could have said freedom. I'm gonna need some Team America over here. If he needs an emotional support, he was traveling. His land surface, he was actually on it. Is this a maritime court? Get me a Daryl Brooks in here right now. I need a my God, Jesus. Oh, Lord. This can't this is gonna end well. I can tell it's gonna end well. But why does he need and informed officials he was running in his hamster wheel all the way to London, England. Well, at least he knew London was in England. I mean, he's doing better than 98% of people that, Fleckus talks to on the street. So, I mean, all in all, American hero. When the Coast Guard officers told Bellucci that they were cutting his voyage short, Bellucci threatened to kill himself with a 12-inch knife if anyone tried to apprehend him. And oh, well, he claimed to have an explosive device aboard. Okay, sir. Well, that might be a problem. After days of trying to get Bellucci to board the Coast Guard vessels, he admitted that he didn't have a real explosive device. And on September 1st, officers were able to get him to disembark at the USG base in Miami, Florida. Well, so he was able to stay. So it looks like he's had some sort of supplies in there, but he was traveling aboard his thing. He was in international waters. Let the man be. Seriously, let this man run to London. Lem let him be London's problem. Really, I got this stick of TNT. Come on now. After okay, seriously, court documents said that this was not his first attempt to run on water in his hamster wheels. Officials say he attempted similar voyages in 2014, 2016, and 2021, all of which would have ended in Coast Guard intervention. He faces federal charges of obstruction a boarding and violation of captain of port order. Yeah, that's what I thought. This seems sus. Again, we're getting Daryl Brooks. He is a maritime law expert, and I think that we need to know that this man's maritime. We need to get legal vices on this one. Maritime law. He was in international waters. he was officially his own man. This is a must see. Legal Vices must represent this man. Yeah, if he resisted charges and claimed to have an explosive device, sir, why? Also, you've done this 3 other times. Maybe take up a different hobby, maybe have a support vessel with you. I mean, learn from your mistakes if you're going to be a psychotic runner. I don't know. Find a different dream. According to an exclusive interview with Fox 50 or 35, Belushi's efforts were meant to raise money for various charitable causes, including homeless people, the Coast Guard, the and the police and the fire. You want to raise money for the people that are involved with chasing your ass down and arresting you? Okay. Seems a bit misguided, but alright. My goal is to not only raise money for homeless people, raise money for the Coast Guard, raise money for the police department, raise money for the fire department. This man is not well. Belushi said they're in a public service, they do it for safety, and they help other people. Good morning, T. Ree. Belushi said he's raised a lot of money, but more importantly, he will never give up on his dreams. Oh, dear. Well, good luck with your federal charges, sir. Dream the impossible dream. Quote, I'll never give up on my dream. They'll stop me 4 or 5 times, but I'll never give up on my dream. Well, sir, proving yet again that Florida man will not be stopped and will continue to give us as much fun and attention as we possibly can give. Oh, Florida man, you are awesome. Stop that. And in new news, in case we were worried that Bud Light would forever be lost to us, it seems like Bill Gates has decided to bail out the beleaguered and possibly retired, severely handicapped and crippled company. The Bill Gates Foundation made nearly $100 million bet on Bud Light when he is not telling us what to do without any degrees in any of these fields. And, well, being weird and having friends with small islands who definitely did not off themselves, uh, and buying all the farmland and telling us not to eat meat and not being allowed in several African countries after giving them vaccines that gave a bunch of people polio. Not a joke, people, actually did happen, unfortunately. Bill Gates from CNN, Bud Light's parent company is having a miserable year. Oh, and you guys, I actually did it. That is Fry having a dream, but I did it. Let's see if I can do this. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. See if no. You get to see my messy room, which is awesome. No, that's the wrong way. He is having a dream. No. Well, but puppy cam is on. And as soon as he gets right where he is supposed to be, which is in his bed, it is actually working. And then I can upgrade to tool cam. So we are actually a go for puppy cam when he actually. Yeah, I know. Mr. Mo hasn't actually set it up, but he set it up and got it on the what's your thing jigger. Yes, one day I will let him eat my Birkenstocks. Yes. Yes. If we if if only Steve Wozniak was the man that got all the things right, because I love his name Wozniak. Uh, but there's at least one prominent investor who believes in Anheuser-Busch, but it's Bill Gates. The Bill and Melinda Gates, do you think she wants to get off that thing? Because I would actually want my name off of it. Trust last quarter bought 1.7 million shares of Anheuser-Busch, valued around 95 million, according to a regulatory filing. Yikes. I know. I wonder what he's probably trying to get the cats to play with him. He seems to not understand that barking at the cats is not the way to get them to play with them. Anywho, this just goes into a lot of number talk, but just in case you were afraid that, Bud Light was going to fall off the market space, they got a major cash cash infusion from the most lovely of weird philanthropists, uh, Bill Gates. I don't have much to comment on. I don't have money to invest like that. Uh, so, it's, one of those things. If you have money, I would invest in Beanie Babies. I heard they're I'm sure they're gonna come back. If not, Squashmallows, I've heard are gonna be really big. In other news, share screen, we have possibly Chandler Holderson's, y you know, used to could be, mother-in-law's one of his mother-in-laws. Ah, ew, probably. Or the real Gary Busey. "Sir, you hit my car. Woman says Gary Busey rear-ended her, then ran, so she chased him." Not incredibly safe. Either way, if it was Chandler Holderson's possibly, soon-to-be mother-in-law or Gary Busey, just get the license plate if someone rear-ends you. Do not chase them. That would be my only life advice, although I am not really here to give you legal or safety advice, as I am really just not a life coaching channel. But if you're dealing with the real life Gary Busey also, you've seen his mugshot, don't mess with the man, just get the license plate. Actor Gary Busey is under investigation after alleged hit and run crash in Malibu. In a video published by TMZ, a woman filmed herself driving next to Busey and shouting out her window, "Sir, you hit my car. I need your information," before he speeds off. TMZ reported the woman said Busey rear-ended her vehicle as he was exiting a shopping center. The video cuts to a woman confronting him in a parking lot of the restaurant. Busey says he has Progressive insurance. Yikes. Yeah, no, no. You just if anything ever happens like that, yeah, don't. Especially if dealing with Gary Busey in the wild, you simply take a picture of said license plate, and then you talk to police. When calling the officers, you simply say, "I think I am dealing with Gary Busey in the wild," and then, they send out their Gary Busey squad, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he has his own squad, kinda like the Caitlyn Jenner squad, pretty sure. Car accidents, they just have their own squad. They're like crazy celebrity driver squad, and they just send them out, they deploy them, and, like, you know, the Alec Baldwin squad, just send them out. But otherwise refuses to provide contact information for the woman, saying, "I'm private." "You can't hit someone and leave," the woman says in response as Busey drives off. A number of Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Los Hills Station, which has jurisdiction over that part of the Pacific Coast Highway where the crash allegedly occurred, did not answer a phone call for comment. A representative for Busey did not immediately respond for a request for comment. The hit and run is not the first crash Busey has been accused of causing. In 2015, he allegedly hit a woman as he was backing up in a Malibu shopping center parking lot. Okay, note to self. Well, that's mean. I like look, we've all had that day. Let me see if I can pull up the Gary Busey, mugshot, 'cause we've all had the day where we look like the Gary Busey mugshot because, we've all had that day. We've just had that day. We have it just is what it is. We've had that day. We've all had them. It happens. It it is what it is. You're going to the store or something, you have just a terrible, terrible bad day. We've all had it. You look at yourself in the self-checkout and you think you're looking great, and suddenly you look at yourself and you done look like Gary Busey on frickin' acid. It's terrible. Just terrible. So, yeah, if you run into a wild Gary Busey or anyone in the wild, do not run. Don't ever try to take people or follow people around to get their information. Simply take a photo of their license plates because do you really want to get into, you know, possibly eh, people have done turned crazy. People have. Do you really want to get in some sort of weird craziness because of a hit and run or something? Just have the police deal with it. Try to get their information if you can. Also, we do not touch danger animals in wild parks. Apparently, this is like the 3rd or 4th thing I've seen here lately because I've been just scouring news things for Mornings with Mo, uh, of people running up to wild animals in national parks. Don't do it. Don't try to touch danger puppies like bison babies. Do not try to crowd, mothers with cubs. I don't know, they are not the Berenstain Bears. Well, also don't try to crowd a wild Gary Busey. I mean, I didn't think that we had to have these conversations, but apparently parents aren't having these talks, um, with their children. I don't know why. It seems to be that this is now something that we need to do with our children, having these talks, but leave animals alone. You are there at a park to look at these animals from afar. So I got invented cameras with a zoom. Do not touch the bison. Do not look at you look at them from afar. If I have to I assume that I would have to have this conversation with my wild feral 7-year-old because he has only been on this earth for 7 years. Now, this particular person who is getting, uncomfortably rubbed by the bison head looks to be about 18. I don't understand why we are having to have this conversation. But if you go around and you see all the wild animals, don't touch them. Don't try to hug the puppies. Don't try to just for the love of God, I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but I guess we have to say this. Leave the animals alone. Bison pins man to the ground in Yellowstone National Park because he is a dumbass. This isn't a deer. This is the largest animal to roam North America. We are talking about here. Bison can weigh well over 2,000 pounds, making them the largest animal by a lot. Yes, this is what I talk to my kids all the time about, especially when we see a service animal. I always try to teach them This animal is working. This animal is working. He has a job, so he's not here to pet. You know, he's doing a job. That means it's not, he's not here to pet. He's not here to play. He's doing something for his owner. And they get that. And if you teach kids to respect that, oh, for the love of Cheetos. These beasts often leisurely wander along grazing after their large herd. All they eat is plants, so bison tend to avoid conflict if needed because of their size. They certainly don't shy away from anything. People don't get it though. They think it's a big lovable creature because they're in Yellowstone National Park. They don't realize that this beast uses its size as a defense and it will run over you. Now, as much as I want people to learn their lesson and just let wildlife be. I really don't want to see anyone get hurt. It just seems to be what needs to happen for people to truly understand the risk they're taking to get close to these massive animals. This photo coming out of Yellowstone shows a tourist completely pinned to the ground by a bison he got too close to. The post summed it up, and thankfully, the man being okay. This is what happens when you too close to a bison. This guy is okay. He got a few bruises, mostly a bruised ego. I'm sure he learned a lesson on this one. Yeah. Yellowstone National Park tourists provides A+ commentary on people approaching bison. Why? Just tell me why. There are enough videos floating around of bison, elk, and bear encounters gone wrong at national parks, and it never ceases to amaze me that these people don't think that these beasts are friendly. This isn't a petting zoo. The bison won't think twice about running right over you, or worse, running a horn right through you. These people are filming videos are fully aware of what's about to occur. Their cameras on, and the woman is even narrating events unfolding. The commentary is fantastic. We're running into a bison here, and these stupid girls are approaching it. Wait, let me see. We have video. Let me see if I can embiggen. No, of course I can't embiggenate.
Hey guys, we've run into a bison here and stupid girls are approaching it.
Oh my god, they are dumb.
Bison can run up to 30 miles an hour and gore you to death, so...
And this is why I don't go places, because y'all, I would be the dumbass. I would be the one there like, well, no, I would have probably shouted at them and say, "Hey, y'all know that the bison hate you, right? They don't like peoples. They're an animal, and you're a people." Now, after giving my said warning once and they continued dumbassery, I am there for all the petty. I am there for all the petty. Like, if you get run over, of course I will render aid, but I will be snarky as shit about it. Be like, did I tell you so? Oh, is that a compound fracture? I'm helping you splint it. But did I tell you something about a bison running? Yeah, believe me.
Who knows what kind of action he might be in for if this guy decides to charge. Smart folks. I can't believe you let people like this into national parks. Anywho, we're just gonna sit and
Oh
watch
my
and
God,
feast
did
for a
I
little bit,
narrate this?
and oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's
My guy laughing in the background, that's me. Swear to God, did I narrate this shit? Because swear to God, this sounds like
generally about the general level of intelligence we run across here.
it is now called a fluffy murder cow. That's it. Yeah, serious. It's really nonstop, time after time. It's just incredibly stupid bison charge videos. It's surprisingly few people actually get hurt in the video. However, when they do, it's never good. So once again, for the people in the back, These are not cows. They are not friendly. They will run you over without a second thought. The video starts with the entire family walking directly towards a bison that's standing next to the boardwalk. Although there are many stupid people way too close, this family is the king of them as they decide to walk straight toward the bison. They walk within a few feet of it and start talking or taking cell phone pictures. It's not worth the picture for Graham. The man videotaping this wild event from afar sums up what we're all thinking perfectly. See him gesturing, see his head movements, saying, I will get you, I will get you. The bison continues to give them fair warning it's not happy. The crowd starts to realize and disperse. Four people stay put and quickly learn what the bison was communicating. Oh, do we get another picture? Oh my God, you guys, this was great. I was kind of trying to decide if I was gonna put it in here, but, let's look at what the fluffy murder cow says. Run, Forrest! I mean that was just terrible. I mean, what are you gonna do? Alright, I have to figure out how to work Brave because I hate all these ads. Sal did send me a browser for Brave, and I have to figure it out in just about I was working on a couple other different things. I've got a couple videos, and Jamie sent me something about a trial. I have to see if that's still going on. What is going on here? Yes. Again, why in the actual heck are we doing ridiculous stuff? Stay away from aminals. For the love of all that is holy, people, stay away from the aminals. Alright, so I just got back from the lovely state of Montana, and while I didn't run into any bears while I was there, probably a good thing, you get a firsthand account of the vast, incredible, humbling beauty this country has to offer. And while Montana gets is amazing, it gets no more vast and incredible and humbling than Alaska. So again, these are bears. People will go up to uh yeah, I that's what um Sal sent me. So I have Mr. Mo, and he made me the little thing to put the tripod on, so he is gonna help me with that and then set up my station a little bit better. We have a puppy pen station, and what one of the cat trees is supposed to be coming in tonight, so I will have a whole setup. But yeah, let's see what this behaving badly couple. Stop yelling at the No, play dead. No, yeah, get a big stick. Oh, also, why are you using portrait instead of landscape? Like these people are cow people. Like these people have all been on a ranch. Like when I was tending my cows, what I know is that, "Oh, this must be the people that run it." Now I want a now I want a cowboy hat. True, it is sort of our default position. Yeah, now I feel like I need to do an entire stream of people being stupid at Yellowstone. Uh-oh. Oh, it looks like we have enough to just do an entire oh, that's a small child. All right, let's see one more video because we are at the 1 hour mark. Let's see. Wolf pack chases elk at, I don't know what this video is, but we will
As these
see.
home videos show, even the awesome bison seems docile enough to pet.
Oh Lord. This is this is back when you had the camcorder. Dad had the camcorder. He wouldn't let anyone hold it. You actually had VHS tapes. That is a solid American steel car right there.
But these are not predictable creatures. They are
1992.
wild animals in a domesticated setting.
Oh, well, we were dumb and
Some
stonewashed
visitors are
acid jeans
tempted to get
too.
just a little closer to these marvelous beasts.
What in the wind instrument and synthesizers is this background, baby? Or background music?
But when you see one paw the ground, like this bison behind a tree, beware.
Or be square. Rewind and stay calm. Oh yeah. Um, well, it was a wild time in the '80s. There was a lot of perfume spray and Virginia Slims, Bartle and James, and Pepperidge Farm. I don't know. Grey Poupon and stupid transcends all ages.
This tourist was fortunate. He escaped with only a gash in the leg. But he can confirm that even though wildlife looks harmless, it is still wild.
What do you wanna bet this man still shows off that scar like, "One day, I was doing the bravest thing I had ever done," and or the story goes like this: "So I had had a few beers, and there was this, bison, and I was gonna touch it because Billie Jean told me I was not gonna touch it, but I said, 'I have had some beers, and I was brave.'" And he said, "I double dog dare you," and that's how I got this here scar. I'm telling you, it started with Bud Light, and that brings us really full circle. Bill Gates, I guess you invested $100 million to make sure that more people touch bison. Stay away from stay away from all wild animals unless you're film from afar. And don't let your children touch them. For the love of all that is holy, don't make me have to start issuing parent like yeah, but 100% total totally 100% that this is that entire thing started with "Hold my damn beer."
We run into a bison here, and stupid hero
That
just
started with "Hold my beer." So, that is what I have for you this morning, and today I am going to be Jamie sent me a trial to look at, so I'm going to look at that. I've got some more Ruby stuff to look at. The, 8 passengers, and y'all, I read this woman for filth. I'm sorry, I do not like self-righteous mommies who use religion as, like, Helen Lovejoy to look down on people. So, look, I hope she gets a fair trial and all that, but I just don't like her, so I'm gonna be all the snarky with her. So, if you would like me to be fair and unbiased, this is not the channel. Also, I don't like the fact that, CPS knew that things were sus for a long time and didn't well, look, I have a um, but your cows aren't bison, and you've also been around them, and now I'm jealous because all I see is 6 walking things of a bunch of meat that you're raising, and just I see large freezers of meat that you have. All I'm thinking is, "Wow, she's got 6 full cows." When you have a large family, you're like, "Oh, she's got 6 full cows. She's rich." No, it is what trial is it? It is, because she sent it to me and it looks all of the cray cray. It is a 3rd retrialing. They are going for the 3rd time. I have to look it up for it is the strangled wife murder trial, Marilyn versus Carla. Oh, for the love of Cheetos. Carla Renata, looks like. I will look it up. The YouTube video was removed, but in essence, it's a lesbian couple, and they are accusing one of the wives of murdering the other one, and it is the 3rd or 4th retrial of this woman, and I don't know the circumstances in which they're having a 4th retrial, but the fact that they're retrialing and editing it, um, definitely, and I figure, 4th retrial. Besides, I have a feeling that with it being California and these people being quite weird, if one defense attorney caught the coof, the other one's gonna catch the coof, and it's just gonna be another long week of no coofing, and the Gareth Purse case being weird. So, I figured we could definitely look into that one. Now, I will still be doing a little bit of the Groves case, but what I've decided to do, and since it's a sensitive case, it involves, DCFS and a tiny, tiny baby being unalived. What I'm gonna do is kind of do a condensed story time, kind of giving you the breakdown of the case, and then speed forward, and we're not gonna watch the entire trial. We are just gonna watch the part where the lady prosecutor loses her ever living crapola on the there we go. Thank you, Sal. You are amazing. Loses her ever living mind on the female defendant, and then her closing, because she will be our spirit animal. I have a feeling you guys are gonna feel like me, and she definitely read her for filth, and you want, as David said, if generally you should not know how the prosecutors or any attorney in a case feels about things, but in this case, you definitely, feel all the things, and to see this prosecutor lose her ever living patootie about this, she feels like every one of us feel with this woman, and you are okay with her losing her mind, and look, I usually don't go with the state, y'all know me, the state is bad, the state usually does some underhanded shenanigans, but in the Groves case, this woman, she becomes your spirit animal because you wanna read this birth giver, because she's not a mom, but this egg donor for all the filth. So I will be coming up with that video too. It may be a live stream or it may be a video, I'm not quite sure as things go. But that has been Mornings with Mo. We are almost to Friday. We've made it, especially with the fact that, oh my gosh, you know, it's one of those crazy weeks where they sort of trick you with the whole Monday off, so then every day feels more Monday-ish than it should. It's damn tricky weeks. So, I will see you in a little bit. I'm going to see if they've got, more information on the Carla Rinaldo. Oh, for God's sake, I can't say the damn name. I'm gonna work on saying the name, hearing it, and then I'll be able to say it. It'll be awesome. I'll learn English. It'll be great. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day if I don't see you again. And please like and subscribe, share with your friends. Yeah, this has been it is always Thank you for the phonetics. Also, I love yeah, some days are just thank you, reindeer. See you guys later. Bye, guys.